Please welcome Chief Marketing Officer Chrysler Group and Head of Fiat Brand Worldwide, Olivier Francois.
Have you seen 1 million Fiat 500s, a million more icons from Italy? It's a great source of pride, obviously, for our company, but also for Italy. But let's remember that this car was born on the 4th of July, so it has always had a great connection to America as well. That's why I'm as proud of the 50,000 sold in the United States as I am of the 1 million sold worldwide. And it all started here in LA just 2 years ago. We had no awareness, no dealer network, nowhere to go but up. And to be true, we had a lot of questions. Is America ready for a small car that's more than some appliance that takes you from point A to point B? Will America embrace a car whose sole purpose isn't just transportation and choose a car that delivers this little supplement of soul on purpose? Well, I guess America was more ready than we thought because the Fiat 500 has made a mark. We made news by posting a 130% increase versus last year. And it actually made news every month as we broke 6 months of absolute sales records. And as you can see here, sold in half a year what it took us all the last year to do. So I know there were skeptics who thought this kind of volume was practically impossible for a small car in the land of the big. But we silenced the skeptics by delivering cars they didn't see coming. September of 2011, the Gucci version, a piece of jewelry right out of the box. March, Abarth, the wicked cousin, has arrived. October, the Fiat Turbo. It hit the sweet spot between a regular 500 and an Abarth. In November, we amplified the whole lineup. We offered beats by Dr. Dre all across the line. So like turbocharging the engine, we turbocharged the sound system of the 500. Thanks to Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre, you can now choose a Beats audio premium sound system for your Fiat 500, any Fiat 500. So what do you get? You get the expertise of Jimmy and the doctor, who designed a massive system for a small space. You get 368 watts, 6 speakers, and a dedicated subwoofer. But most importantly, you get to hear music the way the artist intended it to be heard. And we are not above overkill. After all, Fiat is a brand that's all about giving you more than what you expect, and especially when it comes to mileage. And our mileage is a big part of the story. Every Fiat 500 with a manual transmission gets 40 miles per gallon. So this is not a special package or special model. This is not a stripped down version without AC. No, this is 40 mpg for everyone in every Fiat 500, period. So this strategy of multiple 500s from a single platform was part of the formula for success. But just 1 year ago, the brand was practically invisible. So we needed to put Fiat in front of America practically everywhere. So we partnered with some high visibility partners. America saw us on the stage of the American Music Awards, millions of hits on YouTube. Then we performed at the Super Bowl, and it worked. Look at these numbers. These are the numbers that are pushing us towards our goal. These are the numbers that generated traffic in our studios across the country. Look, I've been in LA only 2 days, but let me tell you, I've seen almost as many 500s here as I have on the streets of Turin where I live. And the 500 is a family that continues to grow. It's a family like so many that has a small and wicked cousin. And for the Fiat family, that character is called the Fiat 500 Abarth. The Fiat 500 Abarth arrived earlier this year, and picture this. It was sold out in a couple of months. It wasn't only the aggressive performance and Italian track pedigree that attracted customers. I think our commercial probably helped a little bit. By the way, when I showed you the Abarth commercial for the first time here on this stage 1 year ago, we thought it would be a great video only for our press conference. But right after the show, it went viral. Within days, 11 million people saw it on YouTube. And as a result, clearly, we decided to run it on the Super Bowl. And at this time, it was in front of 111 million people. So we knew that an ad with a supermodel would be tough to top. So what did we do? We went topless.
Small, wicked. And now, topless. The Fiat 500 Abarth Cabrio.
So I love that you like the commercial because, by the way, I know that somewhere here behind we have Catrinelle, our iconic supermodel. You can stand up, say hi. So an iconic supermodel here, and more importantly, another iconic 500 on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fiat 500 Abarth Cabrio. So the halo effect of Abarth sets Fiat apart in the small car segment. No one else can claim the iconic Italian performance image of Abarth, backed by a high power-to-weight ratio in an engine that delivers 160 horsepower and 170 foot-pounds of torque. It reminds you at every turn that it is a direct descendant of the open-air track car of the 60s. It's an open-air experience that is delivered by a roof that retracts up to the rear spoiler. And you can lower the roof when you're driving up to 60 miles per hour. To me, the 500 Abarth Cabrio delivers the most visceral experience of any modern Cinquecento. But clearly, if you want visceral, you need to go topless. So the car will be in the dealerships Q1 2013. You know what I love about the Abarth Cabrio? It's a car that arouses without the need for a prescription. And although our Fiat 500 has a little blue pill inside, our customers are asking Fiat to be even more green. Well, we all love green, but let me ask you, in our battle to combat pollution, aren't we sometimes polluting the world even more? Yes, I'm afraid we are. When green becomes busy, shiny, blocky, bulky, even scratchy, and worst of all, goofy. Look at those pictures. And let me ask you, isn't ugliness the worst pollution of all? Any company can deliver something environmentally friendly, but let me tell you, it takes Fiat to deliver something that's environmentally sexy, the Fiat 500e. Friends, the Fiat 500e is an electric vehicle that doesn't act like an electric appliance. It brings beauty to the world of electric vehicles, Italian design, legendary heritage, and an electric power plant. It's proof that you don't need to give up style in order to be green. That's one of the elements that will differentiate our electric vehicle. It's got style. But more importantly, it delivers an unparalleled combination of performance and range. So in the past, you had either performance or range. Now, you can have both. The blue pill element here is that it not only delivers great performance, it also lasts longer. Who doesn't want performance and stamina? Who would want a full recharge in only 4 hours? And on top of that, this kind of performance remains stable across all weather conditions, which is a big deal in the electric world. It allows us to be eco-friendly while being eco-sexy in our own way. After all, most electric vehicles belong on a golf course, but we built one that's at home on a race course. Video.
All good?
Good to go.
This is trial run number 15A. Range and speed of the all-electric Fiat 500e. Avanti.
Introducing the only electric that turns you on. The gorgeous Fiat 500e.
So sure, our electric 500 will help stop global warming, but let me tell you, this car will also start global hotness. So we've been gaining market share this year, and for the next year, the Abarth Cabrio and the 500e will give our studios even more ammunition. But sometimes, to hit your numbers, you need to add a letter. And in the case of Fiat, that letter is L. Look, everyone loves the 500, but many people have said, Olivier, don't you have a bigger Fiat? They tell me, can't you give me a Fiat that's more capable? Bottom line, our dealers, our customers keep asking for a bigger Fiat. So people want a bigger Fiat, I get it. So here is my friendly advice to all of them. You can all go to L. Well, not that L, this L. The Fiat 500L. They want something bigger, more capable, sportier even. I say L, yes. So if you have been at the European shows or on the web, you may have seen me revealing this 500L. But there is more that hasn't been revealed yet. Today, we have one more L for you. So you haven't seen the adventurous side of the Fiat 500L. This one we call the Fiat 500L trekking. The trekking expands the circle of L. It delivers the appeal and practicality of the 500L with rugged looks, unique front and rear fascias, two-tone interiors, larger wheels, and most importantly, an adventurous personality, plus something you can only get from a Fiat, like this one, individuality. So think of it this way. It's not different than having a 500, a 500 Gucci, and an Abarth. No? All different, but all built from the same sheet metal. So you can have something functional and practical, the 500L, or functional and rugged, the 500L trekking. Think about who we can reach with these models. Growing families, hell yes. Shopaholics, there is plenty of room in L for you. Ladies' night, if you're going to L, I will personally see you there. Rock band, they're already in L. So this is exactly the spirit of 500L. More room, more fun, more possibilities like this.
We're gonna go for a drive.
The all-new Fiat 500L. More room, more possibilities.
Okay. So that's definitely an Italian approach to possibilities, Pietro. But I think it does capture the nature of the 500L itself. You know, a longer Fiat with no shortage of personality. Fiat 500L truly leverages the Fiat 500 DNA. It adds 2 doors and seating for 5, all without losing an inch of what makes it a true Fiat. The interiors tell the story. They leverage Italian design. They not only provide a trend-setting atmosphere, they provide views that are nearly 360 degrees. But from all you can see from the Fiat 500L, what's in is, it might surprise you. So let's see another video.
Hello. Hello.
Hi. Oh, honey. Look how cute she is.
That's what you Maria. Oh, thank you. That's sweet. Hi.
He's a very nice man. Vincenzo.
Vincenzo, I'm... Yeah. Oh, sisters. How nice.
The new Fiat 500L. With 4 doors and 5 seats, it's very family-friendly.
So yeah, this is a little bit of a stretch. All Italian families do not have sisters like that. But if they did, there is all the room you need because L stands for large. So what is very Italian here is the idea of sharing a limited space with a large family or lots of friends. And this is why Fiat is known for the space efficiency of our interior packaging. And this one is space efficiency at its best. Headroom and legroom. A B-size vehicle with the interior space of a large sedan, like, as an example, our beloved Chrysler 300. So think about it. Compared to regular 500, it's just, what, 2 feet bigger in size, but it offers 42% more interior space. So when airlines charge for every piece of luggage, we give you first-class seating for 5 people and their luggage. But a Fiat also needs to have some room for in-flight entertainment. And the 500L is definitely entertaining. Here is some of the fun in action.
The all-new Fiat 500L. More room, more possibilities.
So more and more possibilities. So funny is about more than what's in the back seat. It's also about what's under the hood. So from 1.4 liters, you get the highest standard output per liter in its segment. That's the beauty of the multi-air turbo engine. This powertrain delivers standard 160 horsepower, standard torque, mated with a segment-exclusive 6-speed dual clutch transmission. So you see, the all-new Fiat 500L gives you more Fiat, more possibilities. Now, from relative obscurity to a brand that counts over 500,000 fans on Facebook, Fiat is quickly on its way to re-establish itself as a true player in the American market. 2 years ago, here in LA, we reintroduced the brand to the US. So we started with a car, a single car, a baby that we raised with our time, our belief, our passion. And now, look at the stage. The Fiat family has come a long way. What has started with one single car, the smallest seed, has grown into a full brand. Growing, greening, and always delivering. The next wave of Italians has arrived. And trust me, they come from a very big family, and there are more brothers and sisters, aunts, uncles, and wicked cousins on the way. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please hold just one moment for press photography.